Beware of the smooth operators. Have you ever made a choice that you've regretted? Then listen up, because this can help you to avoid it in the future. The Bible says in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will make straight your paths. Joshua chapter 9 records a story where the Israelites had been going into the land of Canaan and conquering all their enemies and taking possession of the land that God had promised them. There was one tribe, however, one group of people, the Gibeonites, that thought, well, if you can't beat them, then join them. So they devised a plan to deceive the Israelites. And they put on old clothes, they took old wineskins, they got old moldy bread, and they pretended as though they had traveled from a far, far distance. When they arrived there with the Israelites, they said, enter into a covenant with us. You know, we've come from a far land and we've heard all about your God. They were lying. The bottom line is that they didn't want to be conquered by the Israelites, so they devised this whole plan. Well, at first, Joshua kind of had a little check in his spirit, and he says, how do we know that you're just like nearby neighbors? And then they proceeded to say, oh no, look at all the things, examine our bread, see that it's old and moldy. When we started on our journey, it was fresh out of the oven, but we've been traveling so far, and make a covenant with us, is what they said. So the Israelites, the Bible says that it says they took the provisions in verse 14, chapter 9, but did not seek counsel from the Lord. So they entered into this covenant, and then they were bound by their word to protect these Gibeonites, and it cost them in the long run. Have you made a decision that you've regretted, either a financial commitment or a relationship commitment, or you've committed to volunteer for this or for that, and like a time commitment, and then later regretted it? A lot of times those things can be avoided if we check with God first and make sure it's on his agenda. So before you sign that dotted line, before you enter into a commitment that you won't be able to get out of, stop, drop to your knees, ask the Lord, roll it over, stop, drop, and roll, and then seek God's counsel and let him guide you. God bless you.